And welcome to Twitch Slays D&D. I am your dungeon master today, and let's go over some announcements. So Nucci is not here today, but we have the wonderful Beverly back again. So that's that. Additionally,
who else is back?
Who else is back? Yes. It is Patrick's birthday today.
What the fuck?
Happy birthday!
Hi, it's my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Oh.
Heck yeah!
Oh my god.
Yes!
Thank
yes! That's so cute.
Yep.
Oh, the big hat!
Oh yeah, that hat
There we
works.
go. Oh.
Tiny sash, big hat.
Tiny sash, big hat.
Go.
Tiny white, big pancake.
Oh, thank you.
That's for the egg.
Oh no, that's perfect. I love it. Thank you for salad.
That's
Oh, they're very wispy.
good.
Oh, don't put those in your mouth.
They're wispy.
Yeah, they're like communion wafers,
Oh, wait.
which you're allowed to eat. I guess? No.
All right.
I love communion wafers.
Thank
yeah.
you.
But they're-
Happy birthday,
Yeah, let me
Patrick.
try
Happy
some.
level
Give me
up.
some.
Thank
Give me
you.
the body of Christ.
All right.
Give me some bounty.
We are going to go into the intro.
Be the
We will
body
see you
of
guys with a
Christ.
recap in just 1 minute, so just hang tight. See you soon. Welcome back, everyone, to Twitch Slays D&D. And this is why we can't have nice things.
They're cursed. They have souls.
All right. Previously on Twitch Slays D&D, our 5 adventurers plus a couple extras, plus Nate, the wonderful little artificer, bard, fighter guy. He's got a lot of things going on. You guys made it to Wildboar, the town of Oglis. You guys met up with Oglis's dad, who might have been special,
he's my
to
dad.
say the least.
People are
After
just trying to tear him down.
almost lighting a town on fire, they met with Jerry, the Minotaur. After discussing what a Minotaur's anatomy actually is, they met with Jerry. And Oglis said that they were going to find the Ferals, the group of werewolves, or wereboars that have been plaguing this town of Wildboar for many years. After investigating and kind of following a trail, they took you to a cave where you found a troglodyte, a lone troglodyte protecting the cave entrance. After Oglis decided to one-shot this troglodyte, Bott was feeling rather curious and decided to push inside of the cave. With absolutely no light in a dark cave at night. And the last thing they saw was a couple blinking red eyes. And that's where we are gonna have everyone roll for initiative, please. We are starting off nice and saucy.
Spicy.
But I didn't go in the cave, so I don't feel that I should have.
I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative for
I
me.
rolled a 12.
12.
Nice.
All right, Bot. 12 plus your dex bonus.
Damn it, that's what I get.
Nice. Oh my god, I actually rolled pretty well.
All right.
Not
Let's
bad.
go with 25 to 20.
Whoa.
Got a 21.
Wow, birthday
The
boy.
wizard's here, fuckers.
At 21. Who, 15 to 25? Or 15 to 20?
Oh, 17.
17, pretty good. Bott rolled a 12 plus 2, comes up to 14, so 17 for Bott. What'd you guys roll? Sorry, 14 for Bott. 17 for Nova.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Same.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And then we got Sunshine or Oglus and Z at 8. Okay. And let's see. Here we go. Charlottes are going to be going. Okay, that's pretty good actually. So that puts us right there.
What's that face?
I don't want them to be doing good.
What?
I want to destroy them.
They're sentient creatures.
Oh no, what have I done?
Okay.
Too late now.
All right, so let us get into some combat real quick. So, let's set up the scene real quick. I have plenty of wonderful little boys waiting for combat. Speaking of which, let's get them right here.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, no, you did the right thing. You're describing them correctly.
Yes.
They're little dudes.
They're boys.
They're
Let's destroy the boys.
actually they're on par with the size of Oglus.
Are they all male?
That's a good question.
Boys is the same.
Yeah, how attractive are they?
Well, no,
I
I'm more
wanna
curious
know.
about the. Are they endemic? Can we?
On your action, you may
if
roll
they-
a investigation to check genders if you like.
I just want to
Please
study.
don't.
These are troglodytes?
don't. I know you
in
want
fact,
to.
are troglodytes. So as you guys might be able to see, I know it might be a little tough. We have all of this pile of dudes.
Oh.
The
Can you roll for hotness?
can I roll
Collective
hotness?
as a harem.
Yeah, as a handful.
Group
Fail
hotness
counter, they
is
all
an
look
individual
alike.
hotness.
This will
Collective
be
hotness
this
roll?
will be a group hotness check.
Yeah,
Bot,
yeah.
you've got yourself in a fun little spot.
Flexing. They're all just fucking.
Which has nothing to do with the individual, right?
That's the wrong one. That was a D20, but that was a high number for them. They are as a cumulative pile. They're a 3 hot.
Okay.
Okay.
That means they're really ugly by
I don't
themselves.
feel bad about killing them
It's
now.
it's not a hot party, man.
They got a
Hot
good,
party.
they're a really good sense of humor.
They're a hot
Collectively, they
mess.
can tell one good joke.
But as we speak, we're in combat.
No.
The first person on this combat list is going to go Israfel, then it's going to go Nova, then Bott. Well, actually, Troglodytes are going to go first. Bott, you're at 14.
They go first.
They go for after. So they roll a natural 17, so brought them up to 19.
So it's you and
So
Me.
you were going first.
Versus all of the troglodytes.
Establish. Just so
Can I-
set the scene real quick for the
Yeah.
last memory. This is a cave entrance right here, and this leads into the cave in which the troglodytes are staying and hanging
They're
out.
waiting.
Bott got within eyesight to where they could see the red eyes of these troglodytes, and you are here, Israfel.
Oh, and I rolled for Cal. He got an 8 in
8.
initiative. Too.
Cal is also 3 8s. Really impressive.
Okay. Can I move
You may.
30 feet close?
Okay.
And I have a spell. I think I want to
You're now
use.
inside the cave. Just roll.
Am I less than 20 feet away from them?
Yes, you are without a doubt less than 20 feet away.
Is Bott less than 20 feet away from them?
Bott is 10 feet away from the closest one.
Okay. So I'd like to reach into my pack,
Okay.
and it's a little bit of sulfur, a little bit of back guano, and I'm gonna start mushing them together, and I'm gonna use my shovel to cast fireball in the middle of them.
Oh my god.
Devin, please have all, 8 of your dudes roll a dex?
Fuck yeah.
10. 10.
10?
10 all
Please roll
day.
10
10 all
dex.
day.
I'll roll damage.
10 dex.
First
Do you want us
one.
to help you roll that many
1, 2, 3,
dexes?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Do you want us to help?
Fail.
How much HP do they have?
Succeed?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just Xing and checking as this goes
Yeah,
down.
Yeah, that's-
yeah.
No?
Do troglodytes have more or less than 13 health?
Well, he one shot.
They have a decent amount. They all have a...
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Patrick, I would like you to do me a favor and roll your damage, please.
26.
Okay.
I never got to use that spell before.
It's your first
It's
fireball?
my first fireball.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the last time I used it, I was under control from a
Oh yeah.
lord, and I threw it at my friend.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's like candles on a birthday cake.
Just oh gosh.
Just 10 little candles.
Oh no!
Just-
How many died?
We're about to find out.
Oh.
I'm rolling health on the ones that did not get completely eviscerated.
Okay.
Okay. So
Focused on the
Shut
center,
up.
by the way.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine if
yeah.
you just took this whole battle out right now? I would die!
Wizard!
Oh my god, you did!
Wizard!
Happy Wizard Day.
Happy birthday, Patrick.
Thank you.
All right, that's Patrick's turn.
Oh my god.
Oh, I've killed so many
That
people.
was
Oh,
incredible.
and that does things for me.
Troglodytes are gonna move up to you.
What do you mean?
Aren't they
does
sentient
things?
creatures?
By the
Or
way,
key
they
things, or-
don't
Maybe I don't.
they don't look so good. They're gonna make 3 attacks.
Wait, how many did I kill?
6.
7.
There were 10 all day.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Killed 7 of them.
Neat.
Oh my god!
Bott, because you're in proximity, you get poisoned, but you don't get poisoned.
No.
That's right, poison.
Yeah.
That was
So we're
great.
just gonna do
was
some
only a
attacks, some
couple levels
multi-attacks
higher.
on you, Bott. 15 misses.
6. I get
I am resistant to poison, not immune.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude,
so
don't
Bott
snitch on
still
yourself,
takes half
Bott.
damage from
Advantage.
poison.
No, it's a poison condition, so can't poison condition Bott.
Uh,
Bott can
'Cause he
take
got no
poison
blood.
damage, but can't take their
got no
smelly
blood.
smell damage.
I see.
So Bott's good there.
It's a hair rough.
So
Can
that's
I
a
cut off my
17,
nose
which
so
is
I
a
don't
miss.
have to take smell damage?
That's a 15, which is a miss.
I'm just built different.
Period. Yes,
I got a 26,
Yeah,
so
dude.
that's 1 hit on Bott.
Bot's built different.
Another hit.
Feeling healthy. Feeling spry.
Feeling vigorous.
That's impressive, actually. Of their 6 attacks on you, each is going to do a multi-attack of 2 claw strikes each. I actually didn't need to close this.
Oh, no.
I'm going to get 3 attacks on Bott.
Oh
He's got
wow.
books. He's got books.
I got the book.
Everybody stand
I got the
down.
book.
He's got a book.
QRST.
Last time a book was used, it killed 7 people.
What?
Let's.
It just happened.
All right, Bott, you are going to be taking all of them miss except
Use
for
this
3,
to dig your own grave.
which means you are going to take
That's
a
right.
grand total of.
What level of sentient?
God damn it. 2, 4, 6, 8.
That's a Patrick question.
What?
Oh, you
What-
take 11 points of damage.
What level of sentience do you have to
All
have
the
to
ones
be
that
considered
hit
a person?
were bites, and bite has a D4 of damage, and I roll
Classified as
3 1s and a 2.
That's what I
No,
was saying.
two ones and a
Ouch.
2 1s and a 2.
I would argue it's the ability to care for your injured.
Yep, that's all you take is 11.
So
That's fine.
An intelligence higher than.
Nova, it's your turn.
It's my turn,
Yep.
baby. Okay. I'm going to hang out next to Isra.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get a little closer if you want to.
No.
Yeah, fine.
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast the one in front of me.
Yep. Roll an attack.
Ah, no! Hex!
All right.
I'm so proud of you!
Are you hexblade cursing? Are you remembering?
No, she just forgets to hex a lot.
I forget the hex.
Which one are you hexing? The closest one?
Copy.
That one. Yep.
Okay, this one is now hexed.
Hex. And I'm
Proud.
gonna make an attack for Eldritch Blast, which I get 2.
Are you targeting both or different ones?
Oh, different ones.
Is it different? Or
I
is it
can
the
do
same?
different ones.
Cool.
You can, yeah.
So 2 different ones. The first one, the second one. 1, 2, or 3.
One,
You're getting 1, 2, and 3. You're getting 2 or 3.
one and 2.
1 and 2. Got it.
Number 3, my lord.
All right. Roll 2 attacks for me.
Okay.
It's like being a
First
Experience.
one is 24. Second one is a 23.
Hits.
And
I'm just gonna stop you right there.
I like that. Do you like playing Dungeons and Dragons where we fight things?
do I have to roll 2 d10s?
Roll. So I'm just.
I'll roll 1 and then I'll roll another.
Yep.
What do you want me to say? You seem to have an answer picked out.
With all the
One
options, you
takes
have to punch.
2. No.
That's true.
plus a d6.
Punching bags.
Plus a d6. For
Wait. No. That's the one for that's not hex. This is the one that's not hex.
Got it.
7 points of damage.
Yep.
And then the one that is hexed.
Yes, please tell him those numbers.
7 plus 13 points of damage.
Johnny had one HP left. He had 1.
He was already taking
So now
them
you
off the
have
board.
there's 7 charred troglodytes on the
no.
floor, and then now there's 2 more to the pile as both bodies get force blasted back into the pile of.
No cursing, please.
No!
Here's the pile of dead troglodytes.
Oh,
You
no.
in fact blasted this one back there.
Oh my god.
Hey, Bot, it's your turn.
Yeah,
Just a funeral pyre.
Yep.
You've tried it
They're all
before?
current. It smells great. It doesn't smell good.
Smoldering
I would
pile.
like to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Oh, and for my reaction,
Oh, that's-
I'm gonna move the hex onto that dude.
Sure.
Wait, did he just bring more?
All right, Bot.
No, those are the dead
that's-
bodies.
That's a fairy
Can I
fire.
loot those?
It's gonna roll a dex save.
They're poisonous?
It is going to
Yeah.
roll
Can I
a
leap
natural
that?
2, so it's going to fail that. So now you have 7 charred remains, 2 split
said
in
leap.
half by force damage, and 1 that looks like it is absolutely in pain is glittering with sparkles from your fairy fire.
Wow.
All right. You, and Cal all share the same turn. So, who wants to do it?
Oh, and I throw a javelin. Hi, I'm Calaluna.
Yeah,
All
go.
right.
Do it.
Roll me a D10.
I would
for your
just
trigger.
kick
A
it.
D10?
D10,
Oh no,
yes.
I'm not actually raging.
Oh, okay.
No, this would be a waste. No, if it's
that.
Nucci, you'd probably do it.
Roll an attack for it.
12? Wait, I actually had it's 15. That's a lot of numbers I had.
That hits.
That's a lot of damage.
Wow. Okay.
That hits. That does. Actually, it's at advantage. So just do me a favor.
Yeah.
Because Bot did fairy fire this. So roll me one more. Get that nat 20.
Okay. I didn't, but it is 9 points of damage. Just lazily throwing this javelin through it.
Bot,
Not
as
even
you are,
planning.
as you
Yeah, it's
cast
still
your
raining.
fairy fire to make this troglodyte in front of you sparkle, all of a sudden you see a quick, and it is going to get skewered, and you hear the sound of its screams as it dies.
Why did it scream?
Why did they doubt my commitment to
Does it hurt?
sparkle motion?
Because this one didn't just get obliterated by magic. This one got hit in the lungs and slowly.
That's very
He
sad.
deserved
Yeah,
it.
yeah, very sad. Thanks, Patrick.
Aw man, I didn't even hit one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh no. What? Don't look at me that way.
And let's back
But I'm proud of you, Isra.
Thanks.
You are getting stronger.
That was amazing.
Thank you. It's the first time I tried doing it. I'm worried about the repercussions.
Let's go find some more.
Oh,
Isra, that was actually really incredible, and I'm actually really impressed with you.
thank you.
Did that all the first time?
The first time I had help from a demon lord.
I'm
But-
sorry, y'all. A demon lord made you do it the first time?
Was it a demon
Oh,
lord?
it was it Castor?
Yeah.
A star in the sky who is a god, minor god, took control of Israfel's mind.
I wouldn't normally learn that spell. It's not my style.
Kind of like it. It's good style.
Thank you.
Yeah, the star is a part of my constellation. That is my patron.
The patrons of constellation.
Yes. They are amazing.
Bunch of
And
rocks?
they mean a lot to me. And I look at Cal. A lot to me. And
Oh, yeah. I'm
they mean a
Cal.
lot. They're very important to me.
Got it.
So don't get between us.
Okay, I wasn't planning on it. Y'all
I know, Z, I know.
y'all got some weird stuff going on here still, continually.
Sensitive subject, okay?
Yeah.
I just wanted to have some fun. That's not how he sounds at all.
Don't speak for them.
That's what
bits.
Devin asked me to do.
I'll take the role play for
You
you.
did?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
You can speak for them then. I
Okay. I'll let
I was
you.
just gonna make
I'll take
bits
the
about it.
role
I'll
play.
be like, now y'all are being all quiet, but that works too.
Okay.
All right.
They mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
Let's go deeper and clean out this cave.
Yeah, before we go in, Bartholomew, I don't think this cave is really up to snuff for you. I think it's a little too dangerous. Wait, first, I'm gonna cast Talk with Animals. Bartholomew, I love you, buddy, but I'm gonna need you to stay here and stay on guard for us to watch out if anything comes through the caves, through this entrance. You just can't go in there. You saw those ugly creatures. You want to see more of them, or you want to stay here where it's safe?
It sounds like a good idea. I'm a big fan of not dying.
I'm a big fan of you not dying either, buddy.
Sweet.
Okay, well here's some rocks. You can just pick those up with your mouth and throw them, and then pick them up again for a couple hours. It'll be a really fun game. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, I'll see you later, bud.
I will stay with the Bartholomew in order to guard the cave. To allow that none enter this way.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, holler if you
Yeah,
see
sure,
one.
whatever you
I want
bro.
to make sure nothing happens to you because you're very important to the group.
Yeah.
I look at Bott.
I feel comforted.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Kayla Luna, do you want to stay with them too? That way Devin doesn't have to do as much work.
No, I want to go in there.
Oh, okay. You're very excited today.
Good.
Ooh, is that a rock? And he goes into
Yeah.
the cave just a little bit deeper, and he pushes a few of the troglodytes' burned and charred bodies out of the way, and just kind of digs for a second, needle in a haystack, and pulls out a rock, and just puts it in his bag.
Yep. Yeah, tracks.
They collect rocks.
Yeah.
Good.
It's
Who
a
doesn't?
thing. I don't know why.
I wonder why a person who plays this game would want to collect rocks.
I move further in.
Right.
Oh no.
They're
moved
not just
even
rocks,
further in.
Beverly. They are click-clack
Click-clack
things
rocks.
that bring joy and serotonin to my body.
I agree.
Wait.
I agree.
Alright, I'll follow, but I cast light on my shovel.
Okay.
Wait.
You cast light on your shovel and begin entering inside.
Can I cast light on Oglis's hair?
On my hair?
Good.
Come on, let it happen.
Why?
No, it's an object. Your hair is an object.
Is it?
One hair.
Yeah.
It's 1 foot, so, and you don't have long, luscious hair. You have,
It's true.
where is you? You have the Ryan Kelly hair.
Hell yeah.
Ryan
I,
Kelly.
see,
Ryan
I thought
Kelly
of it
hair.
more as like the what's Simba's
that
name from Lion King? Jonathan Taylor Thomas hair.
All right, it's that
From
one.
Lion King.
You know,
That's
from
right.
Lion
It's
King.
Jonathan Taylor.
I didn't-
Nova, you absolutely may cast light
I didn't think of Home
on
Improvement.
Oglis's hair.
Beautiful. I just walk in.
Wow.
This is sick.
See with either.
Oh,
Look,
hey.
now you're like actually sunshine.
Whoa.
Can tieflings not?
It's pretty smart. Hey, Bott, since
I don't
Bartholomew's in here right now,
No, she can't.
could you carry me? Please? I'm tired.
What? Do your legs not work?
Yeah, well, if you want optimal performance from me, someone needs to carry me. Or I won't be good in combat. That's just the
Kayla Luna, put him in the bag.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
truth. Okay.
By the hair.
Then maybe you should learn to fight better.
Wow.
Do you resist?
And of course not.
He picks you up by your head,
Okay.
claws you like the claw, and
Uh-huh.
then just puts you in the bag of holding.
Okay.
And he just kind of rotates you towards the front so that your hair is glowing.
Like a baby Bjorn.
Kind of, yeah. So it's like a
okay.
necklace, almost like a lanyard, because of how big he is to how small you are.
Yeah.
You're around his like chest size, like a baby carrier, and your hair is just kind of like lighting the way.
That's amazing.
Yes.
I need to murder the creatures that murdered my family.
Whoa.
Where are they?
Tell me about that.
All right, you guys are.
These
gonna be-
things kill
How'd they murder
This
your
one's-
family?
No.
parents?
The
Your parents? They died by these
No, not
They're makers?
That's family, yeah?
not
That
the
tracks.
troglodytes.
No, they're
The mind flayers.
players.
Oh.
Z like fixes their pot on their head.
Oh yeah, you have a pot.
I tied a
bunch
pot
of us
to my
have tin
head.
hats on our head because my dad told us.
You were there.
My
His
mom
dad's
and
like
my entire
a conspiracy
civilization was
theorist
killed
type
by
person,
mind
had a
flayers.
bunch of
I will
tinfoil
avenge them.
hats.
Yes, you will.
Hell yeah, you will. Oh, dang it.
Oh no, it's a place. It's a
I
place.
can't wear a pot though because of my horns.
He gave you a custom one.
Yeah,
for horns.
special
Oh.
pot.
Yeah.
Hand drilled it.
Yeah.
It's
He's a
it's
good man.
It's fine. Yeah, you guys are good.
Can we just kill things already?
Oh, buddy, you were too late for
Okay,
that
bud.
one. Pow, pow.
All right.
Israel, I'm worried about you, but yes, let's go.
Honestly, Israel, I've never seen magic like that. That's incredible.
Oh, thanks.
We're like walking.
Okay,
We're talking to walking.
You
I've
guys are
never
walking
really.
through the cave. Who do I have? I have Bott taking charge. I'll have Cal, Luna, and you right behind for the light.
No, I'm not next to Carolina.
No,
No,
Cal,
you're
Luna, and
Okay.
August.
August.
So he has a little baby carrier of light.
That's right.
Then who else is up next?
I'll take middle.
By the
Yeah.
way, Z, you have a better time seeing where August is not because
Yes.
Yeah.
Dark vision.
Is it night vision or dark vision?
It's dark vision.
Yeah, you get special one. Like you can see.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can see super dark.
Oh,
Like you can see in pitch black.
Okay.
Like Chronicles of Riddick.
Put those
Yeah.
things out. I'll lead you guys. No, just kidding.
Yeah,
Keep your lights.
sunlight's basically a nasty hangover for you.
Yes.
And then I'm in the back.
I have one of those
Yeah, I don't
cloaks
have- yeah,
like
you in the back.
Spike and Buffy.
I'm just still like
Run between buildings.
in the back.
Because that works.
Yeah, that worked.
All right. You guys are now heading through a cave. Natural in nature. I would like to have Bott and August roll me perception checks, please, because you two are the first ones they're walking through.
Isra, can you teach me how to shed that much blood?
No,
It's kind of cute. He's like,
no.
he's looking up to you like a father. He wants to teach him to throw a ball, but instead of a ball, it's like killing things.
No, I'm morally uncomfortable with that concept considering you did want to set a town on fire less than 24 hours ago.
That was
And
hard.
now you're excited by the sight of blood.
Yeah,
So.
no.
That's a 7.
I rolled a 3.
Buddy.
Okay. So after a period of time walking around, you guys seem to get slightly lost in this cave. You guys made your first approach to where left, right, and after taking a few rights and a few lefts, you find yourself in the exact same. You find a body of charred troglodytes, and you're like, ugh.
Can I just look real close at the ground and try to investigate to see if I see any clues of where I should be heading?
Sure. This will be a nature check, survival.
I'm gonna do nature.
Okay, nature check it is.
Can I find some plants to leave a marker that
Okay,
we've
that's
been here
not bad.
before?
Now that you guys know this cave sequence is kind of a pain, you can just leave things behind. to make it easier.
17.
After now being like, oh man, this cave ain't as easy as I thought it would be. You start looking down, you're like,
I know exactly where I'm going.
Bott, stop walking ahead.
You don't know.
you find a small trail.
Hey guys, look! I found a small trail. It's over there.
Okay.
And to begin following this trail, it takes you down a different set of caves.
That can't be the right way.
But this is the only thing I'm good at. Can you just give me this?
He's not very confident, is he?
You shouldn't be.
Fine.
Thank you.
All right. You guys begin following, and now you are the leader. And every once in a while, Israfel, every once in a while, Cal Luna will start looking off in a direction, and like there's a small, like tiny cave, and he will just point your head like a flashlight in a direction. Like just it goes 10 feet back and it dead ends. And every once in a while, you'll just feel yourself go whisked around as you are now used as a flashlight from time to time.
My head's kind of woozy. Can we take a break?
No, I don't want to stop moving while we're in this cave.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
No, it is a bad idea.
To not stop moving is not a bad idea.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I think that's right.
It does
To
not
move
track.
is a good idea.
To move or
To
not
move is
to
a good
move.
idea.
That is. the
Yes.
Let's keep going.
question. Dude, I'm
Alright.
already gone.
Well, you're
You're in a
inside of the
bag.
bag of holding, so you're as far as Caledon wants to go.
But your feet are moving inside of it.
Yeah, I'm like walking. I'm kicking all the random stuff in there.
Nice. A lot of rocks.
Ow! Actually, yeah.
Okay. As you guys begin going through, you start to go through a single cave entrance here, and now the tunnels get a little smaller for a second.
Guys, maybe we should sneak. Like, what if we come up on something?
Oh. We've never really done that with a big robot, pal.
Oh, you do have a big clank,
We
don't
do
you?
struggle there.
Oh, I could go ahead.
That's fine.
I could scoop.
It's just a thought.
As you guys begin making a final corner, and you guys are sneaking, I'll have everyone roll a stealth check for me.
Oh
please.
no.
And as you start
Just
to
get
bank this
narrow.
corner, you start to see a light emanating from the distance.
14.
I rolled a 16.
It's pretty good.
Dirty 20.
No, Bott has disadvantage.
Bot try again.
Advantage because of the extra boots they found.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right,
so then it's
yeah.
just an even roll.
You found and
That's right.
You blast the dirt out of. Back
Yeah.
all the way then.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right.
So not disadvantage, thankfully.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
But as you guys are walking around and going through, you come across a small entry of the cave, and you start to see like a green light pouring out of it, like just faint and dim. As you, Oglis, around this time, your hair begins to fade from the light spell, and probably a good time for the sneak as well. You start to go around and you see a large open cavern. Inside this cavern, there are what looks like mushrooms, all lining the floor as well as lining up at the top, and it gives off a bioluminescent green. And you can see an entire cave is opened up with a green hue. Dim lighting, to say the least. You can see very well. You guys can make out figures at a distance of a couple hundred feet because the light is emanating from the entirety of the cave. But you can't see much more than that until you get closer. Like, by the time you get around 30-ish feet away, you can start
If
seeing...
I pick one, do they still glow?
Before he touches it, I grab his hand. If that's
roll a
possible.
dexterity check real quick. If it's over...
Oh, damn.
Well, you're a monk. That's
15.
5.
Okay.
Unable to at the moment,
That's
Bott
fair.
just reaches out and you pluck it. When you pluck it, it does emanate the glow from... It's not very bright, admittedly, but the glow still maintains. Still persists.
Can I look closely at the mushrooms and see if I can recognize anything about
Yeah,
them?
I would like to do the same.
Can I make a nature check?
I don't trust the mushrooms.
I don't either.
Nature checks from everyone, please.
Oh no, I don't want to look at it.
Not from you, then.
No, I don't want to be anywhere near them.
15.
I want to collect a bunch to have light since I don't have dark vision.
20.
20?
20. It was
Okay.
a 14 plus a 6.
Bott, you start picking some. No spores are emanating off as you guys are investigating these and seeing them being picked. No spores are being pushed off outside of a normal, like, fungal, fungus being picked. It has a little bit of dust to it, but nothing crazy. As you look at it, you have heard stories of it. You've definitely been told, like, you have there's a couple werebears back in that have, they're more mountainous than they are forest. And they talk about if you go deep enough into the mountains, these mountains specifically, don't eat them, is what they say, unless you're in for a bad time.
All right, so if anyone wants a bad time, you can eat those. But if not, don't.
So don't eat them.
Unless you want to have a bad time.
Which I don't think is wise that we do right now.
So maybe keep a
I
couple in your
eat
bag.
one.
No, Bart.
No!
I mean, can
Bott,
constructs
as you say
I
that,
smack the
We've-
mushrooms out of
That's
their
his
hands.
five.
Bott
like what we do
consumes
in the
the...
shadows.
Yeah.
With Bott's jaw, just throws it in.
Like a snake?
Bott, you don't get poisoned, so you're good. So,
That's fair.
Does his inside
Bot
glow?
can do whatever Bot wants. Is he glowing?
Can we?
Are
does
they
Bott just
glowing?
consume one mushroom?
We're gonna force feed him all the mushrooms
Only
now?
resistant, not immune.
and shake them like a glow light?
It's not a damage per se.
Oh God.
Does that make sense? Yeah, you're not getting poisoned.
There's difference
It's a condition.
between like poison damage and poison.
Oh, I see. Resistance. So they're just gonna get like a what? Advantage on a
Advantage
save.
on a.
Okay.
All right, Bott. You're right. You're right. You're not immune. You're just resistant.
I already glow from my eyes and core.
That's
Bott, I would like you to
That's
roll
fair,
me a
Bott.
Constitution
Start.
saving throw, please.
with advantage.
Disadvantage.
Proof that
Or
Tony
at
Stark has a
advantage.
heart.
You're right. Sorry.
What?
I rolled a 7.
Proof that
One
Tony
more,
Stark
please.
has a heart.
I rolled a 5.
Wow.
Whoa.
One will do it.
Robot poison.
Bott,
Great
as you
fan.
consume the, as you start chewing on the mushroom, your mouth starts to emanate that glow around, like lining your mouth where it like got pushed in. So like, and when you say like, "I'm fine," your mouth emanates like a little greenish hue.
Ooh.
No.
Let's.
That's cool.
that looks pretty cool.
You start looking. Who's the closest to Bott?
Not me. I'm in the back.
I was trying to get at it.
You're right.
Cal was
Cal.
and Oglis.
Kalnog was crazy about mushrooms.
I bet I could make a fun show out of this.
Wait, there are figures in this room.
As you look over
Yeah.
at Z, who
Whatever.
tried stopping you from grabbing and then eating one, her eyes seem a lot bigger and a lot wider, and her face seems all funny.
Hey, how's it going? How you doing, bud?
Bud, why are you looking at me like that?
Hey, wait, is he on this journey all by himself?
Seems as such.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a mushroom. I'm just gonna.
Can I grab his hand?
Plus 7 con save.
You're in
14
the bag,
wasn't enough.
buddy.
Yeah,
no,
bud.
no, I'm out of the back already.
14 wasn't enough to save from the poison.
I don't want him to go
Can I
through
grab
this
his
all
hand?
by himself. No,
Yep,
it's too
try
late.
to dex save it.
Jesus.
Dex check.
15.
Oh, this is weird.
Roll me a dexterity check as well.
Okay.
You're trying to eat it before the mom can stop you.
Oh, that's a 20.
Monks, 20.
Yeah.
Good.
Just
Good.
always just a second
Just air.
delayed. As I would like you also to roll me a con save, please.
Yeah. Okay.
This is why I was learning.
I'm not
You know?
Well, I'm in
wasting
this
spells.
with you, you know. It's a 7.
7.
Yeah.
That's a fail.
No, I'm aware.
That's what you
Yep.
want.
You are also starting to see it is a hallucinogenic drug.
Am I glowing?
Your mouth is. It's like if you broke a
A glow stick? Oh, I used to
stick.
do that when I was a kid.
Don't do that.
I would bite
don't do
them, and then I would
It's so
rub it on
poisonous.
my
Don't
arms.
do that.
So poisonous.
But that's kind of what it's emanating.
Is
also,
it-
you have dark vision now.
Is this what
Cool.
it feels like to be mortal? Everything
Well,
is
you
so
also-
bright.
You also have dark vision.
With my 15 nature check, would I know that it is what I was like tripping out on the other night? Remember when
Come
nobody?
to think of it, the drink that you had a really weird glow to it.
Oh.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, so this is a familiar
I had
feeling
this
to me.
a few nights ago.
Don't.
I'm going to save a bunch of these for later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take some out and I put them in my bag.
I actually think that's a good idea.
Cool.
I don't
You
think
start
we
grabbing
shake
them.
them. Are these figures
We could probably
looking at
sell
us?
these.
Or are they doing their own thing?
The figures?
Yeah, you mentioned figures in the.
Yeah, as
the
you guys
shrooms.
are starting to look around more, and as you guys have, those of you who are not tripping on shrooms right now, the figures aren't
What are they
humanoid
called?
shapes.
Shepherds?
They are buildings.
Interesting.
As you look around, you start to see in the far distance where all the mushrooms are laying, and as your eyes have almost attuned to this greenish hue, you can see that there is a giant dome, essentially, of an open cavern. Within this cavern, you see a pathway with rubble blocking the first closest. About 30 feet away from you, there's a giant pile of rubble with some stone and crushed up ruins, for lack of a better term. You see other piles and mounds of rocks, and you hear a tink sound in the distance, a constant tinking. Roll me, those of you who are not tripping on shrooms, I would like you to roll me a perception check, audio-wise.
But let's play patty cake.
Dude, it's not my day.
How many mushies do I get?
Mushies.
Cute. It is cute hearing the robots say that.
It's fun.
Me
yeah.
too.
Let's say, for the
5.
about 10. There's a lot of mushrooms in the area because the entire entire cave is just covered in these things, and you can see the entire way. What'd you guys roll for your listening?
16.
One for
16?
Bartholomew.
Sounds like almost a mining
I know he'll
ticking
like
sound,
this.
similar to what you heard from the kobolds.
10 mushies in my pack for later.
Stop.
10 mushies.
Thank you, Chef.
Guys, I think there are more people who have been captured. We should go help
Oh, I didn't
them
think about that.
and not get high on mushrooms.
Do you think we could like build some sort
I
of
work better this way.
face mask or something in case these things shoot up spores if we move past them?
A face mask would help prevent anything from entering your
Any
lungs.
sort of
And you
airborne
can purchase
disease.
one Twitch Slays D&D mask at our Etsy shop. The Delta variant's still coming around, so bye.
Yes, Devin.
Nice plug. That was really good, Beverly.
Thanks for the plug, Patrick.
Wait, were we supposed to make a perception check?
Can I build
You're
this
high.
mask?
No, I'm
No,
not.
they just
Okay.
grabbed him.
Can I build this
No, it's
mask?
just me and Bott.
You would have a mask.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh.
Did I make a perception check?
Yeah, you make a check.
Can I have that spooky mask?
17.
17, you also hear the sound of pickaxes hitting a rock in the far distance.
Oh no.
It echoes faintly through the cave, and it's pretty infrequent. Not as many, not very loud, pretty far away, most likely on the far side. Those of you who have dark vision, you can see clear as day. You and Bott can now see and Nova, because Nova can also see in the dark. You guys get a little closer into the area, and you start to see that there is buildings of a old design, an architecture that you are not familiar, that you have not seen in all 3 kingdoms that you have been a part of so far. If I would like the original party, so Bott, you, and Cal to roll a history check.
I rolled
22.
a 2.
Not good enough, Bott. That's good enough.
16.
That's not bad. It has a very similar reminiscence to the stonework that you have seen when you found Bott for the first time. Also the same stonework that you saw when you visited when you found Vasigax, the old mind flare up in that tower.
Are any of the walls surprisingly smooth?
Come to think of it,
Oh.
as you enter in the main cavern, because you had a small little one that you were kind of prepping with shrooms on, as you take a step out, you can see an entire wall is sheared flat, and it is, you can see every cut of every geographic rock that has been cut through. This is not a shear style fault as you have seen before. It is cut as if a knife placed it here.
Okay.
I'm distracted because I'm just amazed how Nova's freckles sparkle.
And my eyelashes, my white eyelashes.
It's good art.
I'm just thinking about
so good.
Bartholomew.
Okay.
We both have white hair.
I miss him.
Mine's short,
See?
but yours is long.
We need to
Kinda nice, right?
we need to focus.
And you're purple too.
Oh, I'm like a grayish purple.
Well,
but yes!
Nova, have you always looked like the stars?
Nova blushes.
Cal.
Just like
I whispered to
So
Israel,
much.
are they gonna kiss?
No.
It's beautiful.
What if they did?
oh, that's the nicest compliment you can ever give me. Thanks,
No.
Bott.
No. No.
I give them a kiss on the cheek.
Close enough!
There you go. There you go.
It's very sweet.
I ship it now.
I make a wish on her freckles.
Jesus.
going on?
Bot can't be tied down.
Can
but
they
this
cast
is
the wish
close.
spell? Is that allowed?
One day maybe. One day maybe.
Kind of a hope.
As you guys begin to get a little closer, you start to see there's a small pathway. And as you pass a set of a chunk of rubble and some ruins, you see there's stairs that lead down into a small cul-de-sac almost. Not cul-de-sac.
Pit.
Not traffic circle, but there's another name.
A roundabout.
Roundabout.
I got
You
you.
start to see a roundabout where you can see that there has been, this is not stairs per se, part of it is stairs, but also part of it's a ramp. It's been clearly made and structured this way. And you head down the ramp /
No, I don't trust it.
Okay.
Those stairs look dangerous, guys. I don't trust them.
I walk down the stairs.
I don't
Yeah.
trust it.
Roll me a dexterity check.
What the fuck?
What did I say?
No, dude, I have not rolled over a 10 today. 5.
What did I say?
Or is it a save?
It's a save.
7.
As you're walking down,
Still not gonna help.
you're not afraid of these. There does happen to be a rock that you twist your ankle on. Not too bad, but you take a small little slip down the stairs. Just
Oh my god, yes, Family Guy.
you're taking no damage. You just slightly fumble down these stairs, not expecting a rock to be where you got stepped on.
Honestly, y'all, I swear I'm a better monk than this. I whiffed it twice and I fell downstairs, but I swear I will do better.
When you get down there, though, you take a small little tumble and you land, no damage whatsoever, but you see in the middle of this section, there are 2 semicircle buildings that have arches all the way around them it's a two-story building that has been built into the ground.
Is it a church?
Where you guys were previously standing would seem like normal ground, and this has been dug into and burrowed through into the walls to create archways that create 2 semicircles in the middle, around it. In the middle, there's a statue of a large bronze figure that is Gith. I'd like you to roll me an Arcana check.
There's some cold shit going on there.
History check, not Arcana.
15?
15. Oddly reminiscent of a small bronze statuette that you received and traded for a wonderful bag of holding that you see Oasis in.
You two fuckers.
It's nice down here. Also has dark vision.
Cal, no, I thought I trusted you. No!
Yeah, another one.
Cal.
What?
Cal,
Wait,
don't-
Cal, give me another one.
To be honest, so far they've just been tripping
your
and then
own.
they
Nah,
can see.
you're
There's one
holding
right
me. You're
there.
holding me.
But y'all down here, I fell, but I did find things. There's a big old statue.
A big old stage.
Y'all whippersnappers, get on down.
Come on down. We got 2. We got whole statue. We got 2 archways. Come on down.
But you fell when you went down there, so I don't know.
That's fair.
Hey guys, I just made a realization.
Yeah.
What's
Can
that?
I talk to you about it?
Oh,
How big are their eyes?
Give me a minute.
Sorry.
Hey guys, maybe this is just the mushrooms, but I feel like my mind has been opened. I can see that our world is so small and there is so much beyond this plane. It is almost as if we are nothing but husks which greater beings inhabit and fill with life. And I connect them all. It's trippy, man.
It's,
Wait, like something bigger than me is controlling me and telling me what to do and say?
no,
That
it's
is
just
the most
Bott.
amazing thing you have ever said. And then I just go to give him a hug.
But we knew that about you. We've literally been on this campaign. We know that about you.
This is crazy to me.
Just let him be himself.
He's not a person. He's
Whatever.
multiples.
Yeah, let them be themselves.
We know this.
Let them.
We know this.
yeah.
But you too. Everyone. We are all connected.
It's like that Tetris Effect song.
As you
Nobody knows
guys,
that?
the rest of you
I'll show you.
see it head down into this small little circle. But you do see that there is a sign on it in GIF. It is referred to as the Merchant's Oasis. As you come across to where there's a nice little sign upon the final step of your descent to the little circle. Little roundabout. Right in front of the...
Is there any water or trees there?
There is not. There is no water, no trees, no vegetation.
This sign lies. There is no oasis.
Can I have a perception check from everybody?
It's a
Are
metaphor.
there people playing guitars, like 3 notes over and over and making a chorus?
10.
10,
12.
12,
17.
17.
It's a 5.
Good job.
Nice. Bot?
Finally.
Like perception check, Bot.
But it's a metaphor. We've been over these.
I rolled a 20.
Shit, Bot.
Good for you.
He knows
Okay.
metaphors now.
Bot, as you
Like
start to
grass.
look around being like, this is a joke, you do notice that each of these rooms, it is like a small little strip mall as you start to look and peer through each of the small little archways. In each one, you can see a small little room with what looks like some rubble in each, and it has different signs in front of all of them, all in Gith, defining certain names. It's
In gifts?
mostly names.
Gift the language.
Gith, or mostly numbers. Most of them is all numbers. They all have a number on each top of them. On the top of each archway, there are numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it just lists down the way.
Is there any number just randomly missing?
There's not any number randomly missing. But as you look deeper into look around into them, you start to see that there's junk piled up. There's rocks inside. Looks like a strip mall. This is weird.
Is the tinking coming from within here?
Nope. Far distance.
Further down?
Sounds like you guys got maybe halfway into this cavern,
Okay.
and the tinking is a little louder, but it's much farther off, and it's just echoing slightly throughout the area.
So this was maybe some sort of city, and this was like their shopping area.
It's a part of it that's been spread across the land.
The cave?
No.
The Gith.
Yes.
Got it.
We don't know how or why, but pieces keep appearing. Mostly underground.
Appearing like they weren't there before, but now they're appearing there? Or you're just discovering them?
Well, the rock work is completely different. We had a
interesting.
friend who was very expert in rocks who told us this.
Huh.
And a palette for him.
I give Oglas a hug. I'm so glad you are all here for this. It's like I'm taking you all to see my home.
That's very sweet.
Actually, Bott, roll me a
Initiative.
roll me a history check.
Oh shit.
I rolled a 16.
Oh, thank God. Something high.
That's pretty good, Bott. All right, plus your history, that'll do it. And as you start to look around, you start to feel memories almost swell back to you. Not ones of yourself. They feel disconnected from who you are, but you start to feel like this place is familiar. And you kind of look around for a moment, and it's as if the shear in the wall of this cavern is a smooth all the way until it gets to the top where it starts to round. It's a natural cavern. As you look at the sheared wall, you look almost through it, and you can see as if there was half of a city to your left. And you look down for a moment, and you see, and as your hand is laying there, you see that a little Gith child is holding your hand, and your arm isn't metal. It's green, and it has the same coloration as the Gith, and you start seeing people walking back and forth through this town. It's active. There are people with bags left and right. They have pots on their one side, and you see there's a well in the far distance people are going for. A lot of the vendors there's stalls left and right of wood, and flashback out of it. There's no wooden stall.
Whoa. Now I know I'm tripping. I thought I saw a city.
What? A city?
What kind of city?
Were there people?
That's a good question.
A Geth city. Must be the mushrooms.
Wait, no. Wait. Mushrooms just show you what you need to know, you know.
No.
I think that's
False.
subjective. I mean, it's just a change in the chemical makeup of a person's life force.
This was a marketplace. My creators came here to shop.
Oh.
Interesting.
See, mushrooms give you knowledge. It's what I've been saying.
I don't know. I saw a lot of things when I was on mushrooms.
And I'm sure you feel a lot better about yourself and your self-awareness now, huh?
Not really, no.
Well, that's a you problem. I don't know what to say.
Must not have been the right stuff.
Alright, so
If this is showing me the past, I need more of these. I look for more mushies.
The mushrooms are mostly present on the naturally occurring rock. Where the stone is at, you'll find one kind of bursting up through part of the grout, but not not on the stone itself.
Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. And I walk over to Bott. Let's go this way. Let's not.
Yes, buddy.
No.
I cast dancing lights and put it in front of him. And then I start leading him off.
Bott, make a wisdom saving throw, please.
you have casting lights, dancing lights? Adorable.
I'm
It
giving him a light
reminds me of a
show.
quote my mother once told me. In life we can find death everywhere, but in death all that can be seen is the life before and after. I rolled
Wow.
an 8.
Hold on.
Your mom
This
said
was
that?
this was a wisdom saving throw for the dancing lights.
Hold on, wait. I don't think I've heard Bott's mother ever say that.
Slightly distracted Bot,
Okay.
but I'm looking at their quote. And Bot, as you say that, it kind of compels you to take a few steps towards one of the shops that seems familiar to you. As you take a step in, I would like you to roll me a perception check.
Hold on.
I rolled a 16.
16. That's pretty good. Thanks to your dark vision and all the shrooms that you've consumed,
Consume shroom.
you see a what looks like a small little shop.
No.
A lot of the walls are made of stone, and so are the shelves. Some of them have been crumbled and crushed underneath time and erosion. In the far back, you see a small little table where, assumably, someone does business. But as you look closer, you see that there is a crumbled rock on top of another warforged. As you see, a warforged that has been completely encased in rubble and is unable to move.
There's another one in there?
Where you going, big guy?
I go to clear the rubble.
Bond, as you start to clear the rubble on top of this warforged, it is sitting at this desk, and you start pulling rocks. Easy enough for you to lift out of the way, especially drag down. And as you're pulling it down, it's another brass-looking warforged. He almost looks identical to you, slightly different in nature. Their shoulders aren't as broad. They are not nearly as large physically. And this one has daintier, more fine-looking phalanges. And
Okay.
you've now cleared all of the rock off of the warforged as it is sitting in a chair where it was at its desk. Make a medicine check for me.
How bad does it look? I rolled a 20.
20. It's a really good medicine check, Bot.
Technically computers.
I don't know. I don't really know.
Right?
Yeah.
Bot, you start to check vital signs, all the things that
Turn it off and
all
then back on?
moving parts on you. The parts move slightly. They clearly are very stiff joints, as if very reminiscent of when
Wow,
you
that's
once
very
pulled
good.
yourself out of a cave. But there's no soul gem at their chest, and you kind of poke around and try to help them up and get them out, and you set them up properly, but they're not. There's no light coming out of them. There is no life force left in this warforged.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Oh,
I know Revivify, though.
What?
I know Revivify.
Anyone who's interested can
It's a soul gem
come
thing,
into the
though.
same room that Bott is
Hey,
in.
boy.
I don't understand.
Can I? Oh, okay.
Why don't they wake up?
Hold on, Bot. Can I make a medicine check to see something?
Sure. Bott, you're certain.
I just want to see if they've been dead for over a minute.
Sure. Yeah. How long?
For
they've
how
been dead?
long?
Over a minute.
Over a
I
minute?
think they might have been dead for longer than a minute.
How rusted is it?
Yes, Gianna. Whatever you rolled, yes. Over a minute dead.
I can't save them then.
But
Don't save her.
let me try something.
Okay.
Can I cast Speak with Dead on a robot?
Interesting.
Sure. Cast it.
I cast Speak with Dead. Let me explain what it does. Until it spends end, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the language it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive.
Cryptic.
Cryptic. I said cryptic.
You said fine.
Weird. And the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer. The corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events.
So you're speaking with its soul, essentially?
You grant, no, it's not the soul.
Got it.
You grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse. You ask the bones,
Okay.
not the soul.
Sure.
Does that make
The
sense?
shell of the body.
Such a good way
to
to
me.
describe that spell.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, but it
So
needs
you
to be a
cast the
question.
spell, and
Don't just say
you
hello.
see the body. It is
It
rusted.
needs a mouth, by the way.
It does have one,
Okay.
similar to Bott's head. You see it laying in there, and as you cast the spell, you hear the sound of rusted metal kink as the head starts to slowly make eye
Can I
contact.
tell what Isra did?
Yes, of course. I've explained this.
Yes, you do know because Israfel's been working on this every
Takes
time.
10 minutes. Yeah, it takes a while.
Okay.
Oh no, it takes one action. It lasts 10 minutes.
Last 10 minutes. But you have 5 questions.
Yeah.
And it is now looking directly at you. The eyes are not lighting up like Bott's eyes
Right.
when they are off. It is just staring at you emptily and void into your eyes.
Hello, my name is Israfil Dent. Are you comfortable with speaking to us now?
That's one of your questions.
As one question.
I am.
Bott. This is my friend Bott. He is like you in many ways. He will be asking you questions. Bott, go ahead.
Just gonna stare at this camera for 4 questions straight.
I know.
Give me a moment to think about it.
While Bott thinks about it, I'm going to give y'all one question too.
Oh my god, I can't pick a question.
No.
Then
I don't
start
deserve
thinking.
to have a question.
Okay. So you got your question, now you're just kind of... Israel, can you roll me an investigation check as you kind
Sure.
of peer around the room? This area would stick out to you.
Yeah. 15?
15. You're kind of like looking through the rubble, and you notice that this is a shop. You can see like most parchment has been completely eradicated at this
Right.
point. Like it is completely diminished to nothing. Except you're kind of going through some things in an area that didn't crumble, because the left side where the desk was at crumbled, but the right side was relatively intact.
Sure.
And you start to kind of go through the ground and kind of kick some rocks a little bit. You stumble across a very shiny object.
Oh, is it blue?
You don't have dark vision.
You're damn right I don't. I'm nervous. I'm going to cast Mage Hand and try to pick it up.
Is Mage Hand concentration?
Neither of them are concentration.
Great.
I checked.
I also had a sigh of relief. Yes, you picked it up, and as it gets close to you, the light emanating off of the Mage Hand, the small arcane aura, you can see that it has a nice reddish hue. Small, not.
Is the gem?
It is a gem, about the size of a D30.
Put that shit in the
A
robot.
what?
D30.
How many of those do we commonly see?
Not a lot, but it's about the size of.
Okay.
It's a little bigger than this one.
Oh.
Take a D20 and be like, take 2 D20s and
Like
just.
this?
Make it one circle.
Yeah, okay.
That's one
Like
circle.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a chunky one.
Chunka boy.
That's a D30?
No,
No,
but
this
it's
is a
the size
D20,
one.
but it's
Decent
a
amount.
Okay,
That
sure,
was
sure.
magical.
Okay, I'm gonna let Bott ask some questions though.
All right, bud. What you got for me?
I don't like it.
Well, while he does that, I'm gonna keep the shiny rock over there out of its sight.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
Sure. As he does that, I'm going to turn to our dear warforged friend and say, if you had the capacity to return to life, would you wish this?
I don't know.
Well, shit. That's valid. Same dude.
That's the second question.
Same dude. Yeah, that's the second question.
Same.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not same.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hard to say. Like, do you want to be dead? Like,
Do you want to keep doing this dead thing you're up to, Robot Man?
It's like when someone's like, "Do you like your job?" You're like,
What do we need to know about the mind flayers?
It's a good question.
What do we need to know about the mind players?
Unless he doesn't know.
Well, this thing won't know anything after it's dead. Then.
Yeah, after it's death, yeah.
that we beat them? They are all gone.
Oh,
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you feel that way. Oh, good.
We shouldn't tell him, right?
He won't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, better to be at peace.
Oh.
Do you know me?
That's
That's a good question.
I know, but that's another question.
Yeah, it's a good ass question.
Okay.
You can have my question.
You
I don't
are
need one.
a warrior model. I haven't met you, but I know your design.
Is this like Clone Wars?
I mean, kind of, yeah.
One more left. Fun.
One more left?
One more left, yeah.
Do you want to ask about how they defeated mine?
I think that's a good question.
What, where, why, how?
But would you be comfortable if we asked them how they defeated the
My
Mind Flayers? That's the last question.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I never asked your name. That's on me. I'm sorry.
Mr. Bott.
Tell us your name.
What?
That's a statement, not a question.
Tell us your name!
Where's the Joker?
Remind me, how did you beat the Mind Flayers? And you did it so well. Good job.
They're all gone.
They're all gone.
You did it.
Well done.
Your purpose is rested.
It was before my time. The
Oh.
warriors went in and defeated the colony. And you hear the sound of
Of
all
the bones resting.
Wait, how did you die?
Ears.
the
Okay.
rust just, and as it basically Iron Giant's back into the trash pile, and you hear all of this rusty sounds of joint pull back out of it.
More like me defeated the colony. It is what I was made to do.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're in the right place to do your
Alright.
purpose then, right?
All right.
That's
hey,
good.
Hey, boy, I got a question for you. Think I should shove this gem into its chest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what that.
Probably.
You hold it up.
Yeah. Do you think we should just?
What is that? That looks just like.
Do I notice anything about the gem?
It's a ruby.
Damn it!
It's just a ruby.
It's just a ruby.
It's a
Can he
ruby.
put it in? Can he put it
I'm
in?
gonna try to put it in.
Where are you gonna put it?
In the chest hole.
Oh, yikes.
I don't think that will do anything, Isra.
I'm gonna try.
That's where you get to right before its chest hole, and there's no hole.
But thanks for trying.
Oh.
a gem.
Okay,
You should
how much is how many gold pieces would this gem be about?
Hey, listen here, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Probably like anywhere from 150 to 250, depending on your market.
Where did you find that?
Wow. Okay, on the floor. I
Did
think
your
it
eyes
belongs to
just
him.
turn into dollar signs?
I'm gonna go like try to scavenge around the room and see if I can
Investigate.
Yeah,
find
I'll
anything
help
else.
you. I'll help you.
All right, the two of you can do an investigation check.
But you
Perhaps
can keep all
we
the
can
rules.
find more models like me.
17.
I don't think I could take on a whole colony by myself.
Yeah, no, I didn't know.
No. But maybe you don't have to.
Nova, you're starting to dig around, and you do find something. You're kind of reaching through the rubble, and you grab a few things and just disintegrates in your hand. A couple old ingredients that have now like almost petrified in its time.
Ugh.
It's mostly just gross stuff. But you reach in, you find like something solid but squishy, but not wet, which is a good sign. And you pull it out, and you find a small scroll that is made of leather and has not disintegrated. Impressively.
Israel, can I trade you that for this?
No, this belongs to Bott.
It's a scroll. I don't know what it is.
Am I still tripping?
A little less than before. Not as bad, but still there.
Bott, you can have this ruby. I think it belongs to you. By inheritance.
This is sobering me up. This is deep.
Yeah.
Oh no. Nothing like finding your dead ancestors when
right.
you're
Agnes
tripping.
is always tripping.
Can I open up the scroll and try to see if I can read it?
You open up the scroll and roll me an Arcana check. Flat Arcana.
I take the ruby. Thank you, Isra.
Of course.
17.
It's a spell. Are you proficient in Arcana? If you're proficient, I'll give you a little bit more. You know
Yeah.
for a fact that this is a spell, and that it most likely is not destroyed because it has a magical eminence to it.
Is there, is it in Gith or is it in like a different language?
Arcane runes and whatnot. It is mostly in Gith, so it would need some level of translation, but you recognize the characters to match the characters you've seen around.
Isra,
What?
it's a
What?
spell. Can you make out what it is?
Oh, sure.
Do you know Gith?
No, but I know identify.
All right. You do know identify.
Identify, bitch!
Snatch
Does
it
that
out of
take
her
you like a
hands.
minute or 10 minutes to do?
It will take me some time. We can do it later.
Okay.
Might be
I
good
wanna know
idea
what
to
it
later.
is.
It's gonna take me at least 11 minutes, and we need to save people.
Bott, can you translate this?
Now's not the time.
No, but you can do it. Come on.
Are there any signs of mind
Just
flayers
read
in this area?
what the spell is.
I can start working on it.
Just read what the spell on the top says.
Roll me an Arcana check, Bot.
I can just roll you an Arcana check here if you want me to,
It
buddy.
takes 11 minutes.
Well, that's
I rolled a
identified.
17.
Nice.
But he knows Gith.
He does.
So you do recognize it as a Dispel Magic spell.
Fuck.
It is a Dispel Magic scroll.
Dispel magic.
That's really cool. I like that. Can I learn that?
Spell
It'll
magic.
probably take you a while.
Can I learn it? Is Gigi allowed to learn Dispel Magic?
Depends. I'll have to double check. But possibly.
I'll look it up right now. Don't worry about
Look
it.
up Dispel Magic. see if it
Warlock
allows-
is learnable by. Dispel magic can be learned by anyone basically who can learn magic.
Really?
Yeah.
By the way, Cal Luna, he is like in a very small room, is in there with you guys, kind of like you guys hear rocks fall.
I can learn it!
All right, it's gonna take you some time and
Okay.
take you some gold, and also we're gonna look into that. Give me a second. All right, you guys see Cal Luna kind of peer his head out, and he looks up, and he's like, "What's that?" And he points, and you guys see. Is anyone else gonna look as he gets himself out of there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
nervous.
I'm gonna have everyone roll. Anyone who wants to look, feel free to roll a perception. Bot, feel free to
Look for what?
Perception.
perception.
I
check.
rolled a 14.
Not you. You're excited about your thing.
You could always sell it too.
You guys,
It's a 17.
Natural 20.
that's great.
17.
You guys all had really good visuals. So you guys get out there while Nova is pouring through their scroll, being like, "Oh, I'm gonna learn the hell out of this." You guys pop out of the small little shop, and you see part of where the cavern is rounded as a dome shape over you. But in the very top of it, you do see that there is almost jetting in from the top of the mountain, almost glued to this mountain, is a part of a tower, as it might look. So about a triangle of a tower is sticking out of this mountain as if it was molded through. Where the cut is at, you see the fine veneer shape of this flat wall, or the flat rock, and then inside, stuck inside of it, is a chunk of a tower.
The tower's vertical,
It is.
Okay.
But because of the way it curves, you only have
like a third of it.
maybe 100 feet up. It's just stuck there.
Gotcha.
And as you look closer, you can see that there's a small blue light fizzling in and out, very similar to the core of Bott's chest and his eyes.
Does Dispel magic work on mind flyers?
If they've
Yeah.
done magic, yes.
Right.
Bott, actually, roll me an Arcana check once more,
Good.
just to see how
Now,
much
what
you
is
know
that?
about the spell.
Yeah, for
I
real.
rolled a
What is
18.
You would know actually how the Dispel magic spell works. It's almost programmed a part of you. Inherently, as you looked at the spell, you're like, "Oh yeah, Dispel magic. That's easy."
How the hell you guys know that? This robot.
Cylon technology.
Oh damn.
Do you know Dispel Magic, Bot?
Familiar with the spell, doesn't necessarily know how to cast it.
Ah.
I've never tried it,
Ooh.
but I know about it.
Oh, got it.
So he saw the YouTube
Guys, I
video
think-
about it.
I think there might be an alive construct in there. There's a glowing just like him.
Let's go!
From that tower.
And as you guys pointed out, you guys all now start to see this blue glow kicking in from time to time. So, it's pretty far up. It's on the far side of the cavern, roughly where the tinking is coming from of the pickaxes, as it echoes from the far side. It's on that same area.
Wait, so we can hear little pickaxes?
You can, yeah.
Do we hear anything else? Do we hear a
jaunty song?
Yeah.
Nope. No jaunty song.
No jaunty song?
Tragic.
Small footprints.
Nope.
In a row. 7 of them.
Reptilian footprints.
Ah. Small?
Trog-sized. Medium.
You know what they say about
Shrug is a hurtful word, Devin. I've asked you to not use it before.
Yeah, we've talked about this so many times.
Do you prefer Luddite?
What?
Yes.
I'll have you guys start kind of going a little closer. So as you guys kind of like take steps out, because it is mirrored where the ramp and staircase is at, on the other side of where you guys enter down in, there's another ramp/staircase that leads up to
More
the other
stairs?
side. Oh, or a ramp.
Okay, do these seem more trustworthy than the last ones?
Roll
What
me
kind
an
of
insight
vibe?
check.
Yeah,
Roll
I
me
want a
an
vibe
insight
check. Okay, can we call it a vibe check though?
Insight.
I'm gonna call it a vibe check. That's 11.
11.
Yeah.
Some doesn't seem right to you.
Dude, some whack vibes. I knew it.
Get in the bag then.
You
It's in
guys,
my bag. That's
I pick
fine.
Oglis up.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thanks, Bott.
He can ride on my shoulders.
Can you make my hair glow again?
I
No.
cast light.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
but don't.
maybe not though.
okay.
I uncast light.
Thank you.
No.
As you cast light to fill up the room, I'm gonna have you're at disadvantage, so you won't be able to see. But I'll have you look up to the tower for me. And Bott, roll me a perception check as well.
It's 9.
Roll better.
I rolled a 15.
Hey!
As the light flashes for one moment, you see that there is a hole that has been bored into the side, and through it, you see standing a 6-foot creature. As it's a little far out, maybe that looks like you can see a robe, maybe a tentacle off in the distance, standing near where the light is emanating. And for a second, you see the visual of the flash kick in. They move slightly to where you see a crystal in the background through the bore of this wall. Now you see a silhouette of a creature that is about a foot off the ground, levitating, with a tentacle coming from its face. Maybe 2, maybe 3.
I see a dead man walking.
And that is where we will take a break for tonight's episode.
Muy caliente.
All right.
That was perfect timing.
All right, guys. We're going to be taking a break right here. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. So hang tight, and we'll see you guys
Bye.
Magic!
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to Twitch Slays D&D. Previously, we just saw... Is that a mind flare?
Shit!
Dude, where's my mind flare?
So to set the mood for you guys,
Needs me.
a mind flare has now just appeared about 100 feet away. Has it seen you? Has it not seen you? Who knows?
In the middle.
John, what the hell did you do?
What?
It's called man spreading.
Yeah, I'm mad spreading. Wait.
Spread Gianna right out of frame!
Yeah, I did. I'm in charge now.
I love that you're showing the whole audience your moccasin sock.
Yeah. I proudly did this today. I went to work like this.
I'm so proud of you. And what I really appreciate, John,
Yeah.
is the amount of space above you. We can just use that for advertising.
Oh, yeah,
Just 'cause how low you are in the screen.
There.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, that's a mind flare. Y'all seen these before?
Yes, it's okay.
What's everyone looking at?
Kel,
Yeah?
it's another mind flare.
No, we killed the last one.
We killed the. No, we didn't.
No, Bott killed that one.
No, we didn't.
Oh, that's right. The other one got away.
Yes.
Well, actually, the other one disappeared.
Got away.
Well, it just disappeared. It could be dead.
It could be right
I
here.
think
Where?
that's it.
Right there.
Literally right there.
Oh, wait, you didn't see it? How was your perception roll before the break? Well, shit.
Yeah, rub your eyes a little bit, yeah.
I take out my sword.
No, Bott.
What's Bott doing?
I don't
Fucking
think.
try to throw it that far, buddy. It ain't gonna work.
You can throw swords?
She's
What is
thirsty.
going-
She needs some mind flayer blood.
What?
Okay, I love this energy.
Bott,
and
what
I
has
want
gotten
you to
into
keep
you?
it.
First, you want to light a town on fire, and now, who's thirsty?
The sword.
The sword.
The sword is.
Bessie,
Wait, the sword can feel thirst.
Your sword is thirsty.
you're talking to a robot.
well.
My sword. I'm ready to kill.
You are literally
Are
talking
you
to a
ready to
robot.
kill, or is the sword ready to kill?
Why not both?
You really captured Nathan's bullshit really well, Devin.
Both.
See?
It flows through you.
I don't think your sword can know how to kill.
Oh, that's not true. It's made that way. Regardless.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like a
plenty of
lightsaber.
swords know
What?
how to kill.
So what are you
Excalibur knows how
gonna?
to
What are you
kill.
trying to kill?
You look me in the eyes.
Mine.
Hold on.
Did you not see the illithid?
Hold on.
The
Hold
what?
on. Look,
Watch your language, Bott.
Fucking, I was gonna call you Nucci. You're not.
Cal.
Kylie Luna, look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes.
I am, but I'm looking down.
Where was I born?
Well, that's kind of weird.
And I'm
because-
gonna slap him with protection versus good and evil.
roll an attack roll, please.
Slap him with a spell.
17.
It hits.
Hell yeah!
You have to touch.
I never get to hit. And now do I have to roll D4 minus 1 damage?
You don't have to deal.
I want to.
Okay.
It's a 3.
Ow!
And now I'm going to protect him against what's the word? Fucking aberrations.
He's gonna try to save because you hit him in the face with a spell. You can try to save it.
Okay.
He doesn't.
Okay.
You rolled a 4.
Okay.
I don't care what it was. It was.
Does anything happen to him?
Ow! You were born in dirt, mouth. But then you told us that you were from Draftwood, and then you have pots.
You really
Pottersfield?
capture Nathan really well. You did a really good job, man.
But then you say Pottersfield, but that really doesn't make sense. Why did you hit me?
Okay, he's fine. He's good.
I think he was just double checking. You never know.
You made it
I mean,
blow
there's
like
a
3
mind
times.
Flare.
What are all of
You
you?
made it
look-
blow like 3 times.
A mind what?
Glow.
Oh.
flare?
But you weren't here when we saw a mind flare.
Yeah,
I don't
but
have
I just saw this mind flare. You don't think I know what a mind flare is?
What
I was
mind
Do you know
there
what a mind
yesterday.
flayer is? I seriously doubt you do. I
No, yeah,
really
no,
don't think.
absolutely
I
not.
think you are
Can I
bullshitting.
roll to see if I know what a
roll
mind
a.
flare is?
You don't know what a mind flare is, but roll me a deception check to see if.
Yeah.
Roll me a
okay.
deception check.
How far
Honey, your
away
mind
is
is
the
all
window where we
onions,
saw
okay?
the illithid?
It's
That's a 7.
the natural 20. I know for a darn fact you don't know what an elathid is.
Illicit.
You
Illithid.
No, I know.
a what?
Illicit.
You don't know what a
Illicit. Illicit.
you don't know what a
Illicit.
is.
Yeah, well,
Here,
at
look
least
at
I
this
know there's a
puppet.
map.
Now we'll see.
But it's probably about 100 feet out and about 300 feet high in the sky. 200 feet.
Oh, that's fine then.
Not 300 feet. 200 feet. 200 feet
Who
up.
wants to climb all
It's
that
like
way?
stuck to the wall from the top.
So I can't shoot from here. Dang.
Roll me an
Wait,
intelligence
what's
check,
that
Bot.
The tower works
Roll
on
me an
the window.
intelligence check.
Oh, it's up.
Yeah.
I rolled a
I thought it was in
5.
the ground.
You
Now
certainly
I just-
can shoot from here.
Hell yeah, do it.
Snipe it.
Oh, my pen.
I take out my crossbow. Anyone gonna back me up?
I take out my crossbow.
No.
Yeah.
Look, I don't think he can catch these hands from all the way down here. I'm gonna be honest. I really want to help. I want to support you, but
I can't.
maybe we should make a plan.
Oh yeah, actually, I rescind my crossbow. They got a point. Yeah, we should probably listen to them, Bot. They make better decisions than us. Let's be honest about ourselves.
I would like to get closer.
No, Bot, you didn't
can
hear
get
what
closer,
I just
we can-
said.
Are we
Keep
fighting it right now?
No.
Or can I
No.
sleep? I'm kind of tired.
We should look for some stuff to help us fight it. I mean, this is an old place. There might be some like weapons or like magic pants
Oh,
that the
interesting.
GM could give me. because I've been asking for some magic pants for like 3 weeks now.
Are you not wearing pants?
No, he is.
No, but I want glowing magic pants.
That's fair. I respect that.
Don't need to.
My sword isn't the only one feeling bloodthirsty.
Now, Bott, you said that your sword can't feel thirsty. It's a sword.
Everything has feelings.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
No.
There are some gems that do require moisture, that do get thirsty. That rocks
have
can get
feelings.
thirsty.
What?
I keep moving forward.
Alright,
Opals
Bott,
can leak water.
you-
It's a whole thing.
Oh, that's interesting.
All right, Bott, you begin approaching to where the tower is roughly located. You start taking a few steps. You eventually come to the sheer wall, and about 200 feet above you, you can see jetting out of this wall is a chunk of a room, as it looks. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Building up in the wall, about 200 feet above you. What's your plan?
Hey, how strong are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Wily. I wouldn't call myself strong, but I can climb all right.
Oh, that's fine.
Athletics is pretty good.
Can I perceive if these bricks make
Do like
good
a one.
handholds?
Roll me a intelligence check.
I do like a one-handed handstand.
That's very
Do they
cool.
look? Or
See?
you know what?
Not what I needed.
I can't lift
Perception,
things, but I can
perceive.
climb.
I'll take it. Yeah, look up.
I rolled a 17.
With your perception check, it looks like these rocks have enough handheld. Well, actually, you perceive very clear that this is not a stone wall. This is a smooth as butter wall.
Ooh.
I lick it.
It's smooth.
Don't.
Roll me a perception check. Bott, you could not get a good handhold on this if you tried. If you wanted to get up there, you'd have to either lure something down. 4. Pretty, like, very slick. Very slick. Didn't even give off a grain of sand.
I light an arrow on fire.
Okay. You do that? Or are you going to shoot it for me?
How much does Bott weigh? Remind me again.
Huh?
I
Versus
rolled a
Bott
2.
weight.
Oh, I see.
Bott weighs a couple 100 pounds.
Okay.
Bott, as you take your fire arrow, load it into your arm, shoot that crossbow up.
If you need to.
No.
It has a range of 120 feet, and it arcs in. And as it goes, you kind of shoot it at the direction of the opening of the cavity, and create this massive arc, almost like a flare that you'd see, and lands.
But perhaps that will lure him out.
I don't want that, Bott.
I don't think we're ready.
It would be nice to surprise him.
It's true.
I do.
I want.
Let's put it up to a vote.
Yeah, let's vote.
Buddy.
No need to worry about that. As you shoot out the arrow, and a few seconds go by, and as you guys begin to speak, you guys hear a voice into your guys' mind.
Except for Kaluna.
Except for Cal Luna.
my pot help?
Everyone but Cal Luna can in fact hear the sound. Yes.
Am I really smart enough to hear this voice? Dang
Yes.
He's wearing the pot.
it. Yeah, I'm wearing the tin.
So is
It
No,
gets
but-
into my mind too.
Cal has spells.
By my papa.
That's why, I think.
Yes, Bott, it gets into your mind. It gets into everyone's minds.
Oh.
Even if you're wearing the hat
Made by my own papa.
made by your own papa.
Okay.
Does not work. There.
Okay.
So he is crazy.
Yeah.
And you guys begin to hear a voice that
so
suddenly
disappointing.
whispers to you. What are you doing here? You are far from home.
How are you in my head?
Wait, who's that directed to? Because you only... We can't all be far from
our
home.
shout. I can
How are
hear
you
you
in
loud.
my head?
I have the
You
ability
hear?
to hear you. And you have the ability to hear me.
Okay. What are you thinking about right now?
What you wearing?
What you weird?
Can you roll a hotness
That was
check?
not his mouth. That was not his mouth.
Roll a hotness check for the voice.
How hot's this, this
this
squid voice?
It's sexy.
Ah, yeah!
Seductive. It's a
I
solid
like it.
9.
I like it in my
Solid 9.
I'm
head.
gonna change the tones actually. It's a little too aggressive for this soft hush voice.
Mmm.
As it slowly and quietly enters your minds. It's quiet, it's charming, it's relaxing. There's a nice subtle whisper to it.
Hey, do you know where I could find any magic pants?
Magic pants.
Yeah.
I have a better question. Why did I find you here?
Just cycling through every prayer to ill matter I know from childhood. Just burning through them.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you talk to every single thing that goes inside of your guys' head. Cal Luna looks at you guys kind of like confusingly.
Are you not hearing this, Cal?
What?
Okay, it's just us.
Surprisingly,
Oh, you
I'm
made it
very
glow.
comfortable with another voice in my head.
You're far from home, the rest of you. But you're oddly familiar.
Hey, do you know my dad?
I can't say that I do.
He hears voices too.
What brings you into my home?
I thought I was built so they couldn't do this. This is concerning. My one purpose, wasted.
I'm just communicating with you. We're here to talk. Was there a problem?
Well, no,
Did you take some tabaxis?
Take some tabaxis. No, I didn't take anyone.
Okay.
okay.
I hear the monkey paw comma in your sentence, so if you could expound on
They
that.
came willingly. They're helping me.
I don't talk
What?
with genocidal maniacs.
I'm with Bott.
Bro, let's hear it out.
I start saying all of the southern curses I know.
Hell yeah!
See genocidal mania.
I'm not genocidal.
You're a real
no.
peach.
We're just looking. We're just looking for something.
Bless
and
your
we'll be
soul.
on our
We're
way.
worried about you.
We're worried about you.
Okay, so here's basically the gist. There's been some missing tabaxis. A dragon used to live here, but something spooked it. So we're supposed to help the dragon not be spooked. And there's also
Hey.
evil
Hey,
werewolves. Wait,
August? Don't tell it
A
everything.
bunch of you are working for a dragon.
no, don't
You
listen
can't
to
even
me.
see
I-
us. You don't even know
can't
what we
trust
look like. You
anything
can't
I
laugh at us
say.
yet.
I make everything up. I told my family that I knew where evil boars were when I didn't, so you can't believe anything I say.
You seemed awfully truthful about it. There happened to be a dragon that was here recently.
Can I roll a deception?
Sure.
You're trying to deceive the thing that's in your brain.
Yeah. It's telepathy. It's not mind reading.
Oh, the mind flare doesn't do mind reading?
Roll a deception check.
Cool.
That's a
Since it can hear me mentally, can I cast Vicious Mockery?
Interesting.
Muy
Does
caliente.
Vicious Mockery have a range?
I think it's 120.
If it has a range, because D&D is. You know what?
I like it.
I don't
For
need
flavor?
I don't need range
Yeah.
for this one.
Yeah, screw it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, Bot.
It's verbal. It's just verbal.
I'm cool with it.
Fuck it, let's
It's
do it
about
live.
listening.
You know what? It can
If it can hear you.
Bot. Yes. You know what?
60
Doesn't
feet, but he can hear me.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I like this.
I like this. It's almost like you have a mind connection, so the
mind
spell could travel a little bit differently. I
You're
like
like
this.
that.
I can dig it.
Phoenix versus Xavier.
Want to roll save?
Some 80s.
Giant nerd.
Two.
That was cocked. That was also cocked.
You mean the level 1 bard's not going to be able to hit a vicious 1 mockery on a
He's
mind
level
flare?
1? Oh.
It's a
Dual wield.
25 to save.
Yeah.
So, what's the insult?
That's a
Bot?
good try, though. I did like it.
I'll allow it. That's pretty solid. It was a 50% chance of it not going. Probably a little less than 50% chance of it to go through. A little less. What's the insult, Bob? What do you got for me?
Interesting that you have to use mind control to lure people in here. Couldn't make friends on your own.
Oh!
Pretty solid.
Sick
I
dude!
wouldn't call it to control. I'm just not controlling their mind. I'm just persuading them. It's a gentle persuasion.
That's a good defense. Whose side am I on here?
Calamari Beard, any sort of gentle persuasion is.
Listen. I don't want to be in here just as much as the rest of you.
Well, then why are you?
What does that
Looking
mean?
for something.
Witches.
for a couple things.
Do you have a warforged up there?
No, I have no warforged up here. It's just me, myself, and a little bit of... Just a little crystal up here that I'm working with.
Wait,
Trying
you got
to
crystal up there?
Yes.
Not that kind.
I'm trying to find something.
You're trying to find something.
Do I make the connection what he is looking for?
Roll for it.
Roll an insight check.
Oh, man.
Insight check, Bott.
Wait a second.
I rolled a 15.
Pretty good insight. It seems that you might know what. It's hard. You know, this is a tough read. Maybe you're familiar with it. Actually, I don't know on that one.
If we pick up that warforged we found without a soul gem and just shove it onto that gem up there,
So I don't think you could
does
read
it come
what
to
they
life?
want.
Maybe.
Should we bring it?
But
Yes.
I don't want to be here as much as you don't.
If I cast message, would the mind flayer hear that as well?
Yeah, I think so. What you gonna message him?
I already know what it is. You fucker.
To my friends privately.
Oh,
Oh.
message the friends.
Yeah, you could be able to message your friends privately.
I thought I was gonna rickroll the fucker.
Friends?
Well, it's a
Did we
verbal.
reach that
It's a
level?
verbal spell, so you'll have to say it for them to hear it, and it might be able to hear you audibly. It can't. You don't think it can read your mind. You don't feel like it's invading your thoughts. What are you gonna say to them? Say to them, and maybe it hears, maybe it doesn't. It's one perception check away.
Can I go back and get...
No.
So it will know I'm casting message, but it won't hear what I say to my friends.
It might not even hear that you're casting message. It'll have to. It's all one thing, so it'll only hear it if it hears it. If it does, it doesn't, kind of thing. It seems far enough away that maybe it won't hear you.
I'm gonna squeeze Kaluna's hands twice.
Ow! What was that for?
So
I
good.
fuck.
It's really good.
Why are you guys standing not saying anything? Oh, is that a rock?
No, don't get the rock. Don't
He goes a
fucking
few feet
get
and
the
picks up a
rock.
rock.
I message to all my friends that I think he is looking for the thing I read about in my book.
Which what?
What did you read about? I mean, you're a real peach.
I think it might be the elder brain.
So, I noticed that I have lost some guards at the front of the cave that you have entered.
Was it 10 of them?
Were they scaly?
Roughly, I'll have to send a few more to go patrol, but it seems that you
Oh,
might be of
no.
a certain use to me. Shiny one, Gith, you there. If it is...
They
I
have
can-
a name.
I'm not aware of it.
Would you like to ask it?
What is your name, Gith?
I'm not willing to share.
Oh, sure, we tear the
Fist
bay
bump.
everything. Fine. Okay.
This papa, that one.
We have a history, you and I.
Fist bump.
Hell yeah.
Your people and my people, we have some issues with each other. However, we have so kindly lost this war, we understand what situation we are in, and we are okay being on our way. If you truly do not want me and my brethren here, we are happy to go, but would ask if you could assist us. We are looking for a ship, one of our ships that have been lost. Your kind sort of took them after we were defeated and caused some atrocities far worse than what we have ever done to your kind. We only want to be out of your hair and back to our home in which we came.
I don't make bargains with genocidal maniacs either.
Yeah, and it sounds like you're really making yourself out to be the victim on this one. Just saying.
We have made some wrongs, but war crimes come from both sides of fighters.
It's
kind.
distinctly not true, though.
That's true. What
I've
he
never
said,
heard of a winning side that doesn't do something wrong along the way. History is only written by those who win.
Have you met religion? Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
You say genocidal. What happened to the 10 that were at the front entrance? Those
I looked at Israfel.
disappeared for nothing.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
I don't feel I don't hear them anymore.
So,
Oh, actually, I think I did hear their cries.
Hey, were they friendly? Were they cool guys?
They were to me,
shut up.
and mine, and the rest can be to you as well.
Oh, see? So you mean we can make friends with everyone we meet instead of trying to murder everything that crosses our path?
I don't like this game, Devin.
In the defense of that,
Fuck you.
did try to make friends with one of them, and they did attack you.
Oh,
force.
but I tried to make friends with one of them and they did attack me.
These creatures are so territorial. You must have approached it too quickly.
Or it
Look at
sounds like
me.
it was under your control.
I am not scary
Light
at all.
persuasion at best. I'm only trying to be helpful. I'm using them for some assistance. I have been helpful to them and provided them more food.
Okay.
Hey, hold on.
Some help.
What were their names?
Yeah. 10 names. Go.
Name 10 of them.
What were their names?
What
Yeah,
were their
tell us
names?
one thing you remember about them. One of their personality traits.
It's very kind of you. So thoughtful. Really, if you were so thoughtful about their names, why did you kill all of them?
Actually, I didn't kill any of
It sounds like you are playing some mental gymnastics to rationalize your evil ways.
Damn, Bott speaks true.
If you really must know their names, one was named as Sage.
Fuck off, he doesn't know their names. Fuck off, Devin. He does not know their names.
I'm gonna roll insight to see if he's making up names.
Oh, roll an insight check.
He does not know their fucking names.
Excuse me, Patrick.
Devin, I swear to God.
Let it get to the bit.
He is going to give you 10 names.
Okay, name him.
That's a natural
Sage,
what?
thyme, rosemary,
Yeah.
allspice.
Why are all my dice so bad?
Where's my other book at? Oh my god. That must sound horrible, Mike.
Oh yeah, I'm
Oh my
sorry.
God.
I need some different D20s, okay?
You have bad d20s. You need to burn your dice.
They're all cursed, all of them.
Last week it was bad too.
Yeah.
He gives you 10 names.
Yeah.
Roll an insight check.
They're not
Patrick.
rock-based,
Roll-
are they?
roll an
They're not rock-based,
Roll an
fucker.
insight check. Patrick!
Are any of them mind flare names? That's
What? What is it, Patrick?
higher than a.
What is it?
It's higher than a 3.
What is it?
4.
Oh, is it?
I want the record to show that Patrick knows the mind flares.
He gives you 10 motherfucking names
Are
that
any of
all
them-
sound like troglodyte
They
names.
don't, though. They don't.
You don't. What do you roll? Oh, roll a history check on troglodyte names.
We know we've met troglodytes. It's a
One
10.
culture. One culture of troglodytes. In fact, as you got closer, you noticed that they all have different colors of skin and scales. It almost
already
like
noticed
multiple
that.
tribes brought together, Patrick.
Hey, Devin. Hey, Devin. I love you.
At least he's not.
It's very hot.
He brought.
But at the beginning of this episode,
Right.
you told me.
Shush.
Are we about to fight? Are we about to bite thumbs? Guys,
I will bite
It is a
thumbs.
very hot day. Look, the law is not on our side with this one, okay?
Listen to God.
You rolled 4.
Big rock. Big rock over here. Big rock.
Bott hates him no matter what he says. They don't believe a thing it says.
Listen,
You can't put their blood on my hands.
Okay.
it's their people
That's
that
fine.
were
That's fine.
massacred.
It's okay. He was only calling you genocidal because you accused him of genocide.
Yeah.
10 is not genocide.
Ooh, don't do that. You don't want to play that game.
You're right. You're right.
Hey, Patrick, what's genocide? Define genocide to me.
No, thank you. Thank you for the offer.
I'm just looking to go home. I don't want to be here any longer than I have to.
What do you need to be done to get out of
We're
here?
just looking for the one that
The
made
ship.
me, the one that made our kind.
I'll take you to your eternal home.
Shit. Fuck.
Don't listen to that. He's he's a little heated right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
I understand we did not meet on good terms. I understand that we've had our issues in the past. But if you could just assist me in finding my ship.
Yeah, see, here's the
We just
problem.
need to find our ship and we'll be on our way home.
We're gonna need a little more detail.
No, we don't.
So, what's your plans for after you escape from this mountain of a prison?
We take our kind, the rest of us that's
See,
left.
I don't like the way you say our kind.
I
Aren't
take-
we all the same kind? We all live on the planet.
We
No,
look completely different.
I'm not
from
related to you.
Each of us.
Yeah, but it's all our planet that we
I
live
take
on.
the two of me that we have left and we go home.
Two?
There's two.
That's
Like
not-
including you or plus
Two others remain.
two others?
From what
Are
your Gith friend has done, they've killed the rest of us. All of us. Slaughtered us in cold blood.
That's 3 too many.
The
Okay,
blood
you
was
can't
pretty
prove
hot when
that
you
it was-
enslaved a species,
The women
buddy.
and the children too.
Okay. You're having fun with bits now, huh? We're doing bits now? Trying to make empathy for this
The
space
young,
slaver.
the old, those that have had nothing to do with this war that we had.
Fuck out of here.
Well, if we can't come to an agreement,
No. Just take a minute. We need to talk amongst ourselves without something in our head. So if you could give us like 20 to 55 minutes, we'll come back to you. How's that sound?
think about
Mind controlling those around you makes none of you innocent.
light
Don't look at Nova.
persuasion. I just communicated with them and done more for them than they have ever done for themselves. In fact, I have stopped several warring tribes.
Sounds like colonialism.
And then once I'm done, I will be out of here to let them go on with their merry way. If they choose to fight amongst themselves after having an understanding with each other, then that's up to them. But at this point, they have an understanding and they've chosen not to quarrel amongst oneselves.
Okay, but can you just get out of our heads for like 5 seconds so we can talk about this?
That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Run. I'm gonna start running back to where we saw that old warforged. Yeah, I'm booking it, dude.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Nova is on the same boat. Why are we running? And Cal's also on the same boat of running back to where you found the original Warforged.
Even I'm running. I'm not.
I'm running there.
having anyone
Bott,
hold me.
what's your plan? You have a mind flow that's 200 feet in the air, or 200 feet in a little area, and then there's you who's just rock wall. You coming back with them, or are you gonna?
Hey, what are you
Go
doing?
back.
Bot, don't be a dumbass.
Please, Bot.
If I do a quick lap, is there any entrance to the tower?
Complete sheer all the way through. There is no entrance to the tower.
Maybe you could just run through it.
Kool-Aid Man style.
Then I follow my friends.
You guys run back to the merchant's oasis that you first poured into, and you make your first left into the area. You run down the stairs real quick, make a left into the area to where you come down a long hallway. And as you do, you see that it's been built into the dirt or into the stone, goes about 100 feet farther, and has nice archways all the way down with a nice dome structure that keeps it all the way. You see similar shops, 2 stories, and you have a staircase that leads to both sides, to both balconies that has
Okay,
we're at a 2-story mall.
Is there
essentially.
Retzel's
Alright, so there's a bunch of
Can I
shops.
roll for Retzel's pretzels?
Yeah, roll me a Wetzel's pretzels, please.
It's a 14. What do I add?
You actually go through real quick. In the middle of this area, you see about a 1-foot tall stage where you see a cart, a chariot.
I'm
almost
vegan, so I can only do this here.
There's a full brass chariot in the middle that is now fully tarnished to where it is that nice green coloration, and is sitting there. There's no horses drawn to this, but it's a horse-drawn carriage just sitting in the middle. It's a full-on chariot. Looks beautiful. It's got a little stone fencing around it. That's just all you can see. There's a couple crushed stalls in the area that have rocks falling on them, a little bit
Alright.
collapsing.
Can I investigate for stuff that can help us.
There's a mind flayer chasing us? Why do you need pretzels?
I'd like to look for
Sorry.
a magic
Instinct.
or a clothing or a magic clothing shop.
All right, I'd like investigation from you. What are you looking for?
The place where the warforged was.
Which one should I roll?
It's kind of symmetrical in this area, so it's hard to find it right away. It's like going into a mall and not knowing, oh shit,
Yeah, that
which
is
one
the
was it?
worst, man.
So you run into one, and there's no Warforged in the next one. You pop your head in the next one, and there's another Warforged in this one, but it's not the same Warforged. This one's also crumpled down and
he
pinned
doesn't
down by
wanna come back
some
to life.
rubble.
What?
We should respect his wishes.
And
Yeah.
then you go into
Wait, hold on. What's this first warforged look like?
Wait, yeah.
completely tarnished. In this one is of a different metal.
You got strong shoulders?
Nope.
Fuck.
More of a very thin type.
I can't do it on the other one though. That feels bad.
Is the soul stone different though?
You hit another hallway, and you see there's a pile of Warforged that have been collected and piled up into one spot. Maybe collected. Roll me a
Yeah.
Roll me an
Are
intelligence
they placed
check.
there, or did they all just fall there?
Investigation.
That's
Like,
terrifying.
were they at
That's
a
a
club
15.
when Pompeii hit? Like, that's my question.
14?
14. And
8.
8.
Oof.
Woof.
They look like they've been here for some time.
Okay, so 15. Did I find any magic clothing stores?
15 magic clothing stores. So we have a pile of dead Warforged, and you happen to find a clothing store. You find a nice. You see a spot digging in the stone of a needle and a spool and some thread to symbolize tailor.
Cute.
You walk inside and start looking around. Bott, what are you doing when you get down here? Nucci's Cal's grabbing rocks.
If only Blackston was here. He could have levitated us a bit so we could get more in range to attack that thing. I need to get closer to that
Does
crystal.
Bott have 2 crystals?
No, maybe. I don't know.
Have you tried it?
No. Kind of.
I'm assuming he went with you looking for the other Warforged.
Yeah.
You say that as you're kind of walking down the area, you turn and you start to see this pile of Warforged.
Oh no.
Oh my gods.
What do you guys... Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Investigation on the inside here.
Oh yeah.
What do I notice about them?
You notice about them that they have. Roll me a medicine check for you at advantage.
I rolled a 3.
Can I do it?
I rolled a 5.
Not super great.
What do you know about warforged?
I'm pretty good at medicine.
But
It's my whole thing.
That's fair.
you come up to these Warforged and they're not piled up as if they were just thrown on there willy-nilly. They have been kind of stacked. And you notice that they are all different classes, almost different intents, different purposes. You see one that has what looks like a build similar to yours, and then you see other builds that are more dainty, more petite. Some have feminine, some have masculine traits, and some have neither. No traits defining either one. And the more you kind of look at these, you can't really tell much more apart, other than yes, they do not have a spot for a crystal in their chest, but they do have all of their metal has been worn down more, to where you see their joints are more worn and their bodies are more worn. They look like they've lived a longer life than you have, at least physically. That's about all you can deduce with that roll.
They were still working when I stopped. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I thought I stopped when society fell. But this proves that's not true. Why did only I stop?
hear anything? Did that illithid send? Is that illithid coming for us or anything?
Roll a perception check. Listening or looking, whatever you want to do.
I'll look because I can look real good.
Yeah, you can look real good in this area.
I rolled an 11. To look
Doing
for
like
pants
wait, why did I
in a
roll 2?
clothing store.
Only tunics.
Magical tunics?
They're all worn out and destroyed, except for one.
What color is it?
Pink.
Hell yeah. Can I have it?
What's
Yeah.
my color?
It's built for someone who's 6 feet of height.
It's gonna be a little dress.
I'm gonna find a tailor.
Okay.
You're in the tailor.
What'd you
I
roll?
rolled a 5.
5?
Yeah.
Can't really see what
Great.
thing's looking at, but you can see that it's up there still.
Okay.
You can see a silhouette from time to time as you spend a couple minutes like peering at, like, is it still up there?
Yeah.
Now you're a couple hundred feet away.
Yeah.
Does the tunic have any magic powers?
Can I look for
You
something?
have a ability to check magic.
Do you feel stronger?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Can I look for climbing materials?
Sure, you can start investigating stores. Yeah, check out stores.
That's what I do.
17?
Shopping trap.
It's probably magical. It's the only piece of fabric remaining. As you picked up every other like tunic, it just crumbled under your fingers.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
And as you pick this one up, like, oh, it seems fresh. Nice linen.
Oh yeah, I'm
14.
gonna rejoin the group.
14. And you were looking for climbing materials?
Yeah.
As you're looking around, you do find
These were found. How
you
tall?
find some pythons as well. You find a little general store that has rough stuff. You actually find the pythons in a blacksmith shop. You find a forge.
Not an REI.
A what?
REI.
You find a blacksmith shop and you find a forge and you see anvils and you find a chunk of pythons. They're all made out of the similar bronze, pretty heavy, all rusted and tarnished to a nice green. And you find nails that are made out of a different material that are not made out of bronze.
Are there any weapons in here too? Or
Another
anything
investigation check if you'd
that
like.
could be nice to wear or swing? 13.
13. You do. You find a couple bronze swords that are very similar to the ones Bott is wielding. And behind one of them, after a little bit of digging, you find a hammer. And as you pull it out of some rubble, it's a war hammer and seems untouched. It seems as it had no tarnish on it whatsoever.
Wizard boy, look at this. Is this good? I'm
But
holding it
as
out
you're
a
looking
window.
around, you start to kind of like look at the fallen warforged around you.
I'm in a heavy moment with Bott right now, buddy.
you are.
You're starting to circle around, and you start to see that there's every warforged in this area has been placed in this area, neatly piled on top, except one. One is sitting off to the side and slumped against a wall. Roll me a medicine check, Bott. You also can roll me a medicine check.
That's really fucking.
Oh no, he's lonely. I rolled a 10.
13.
As you guys go approach the last one as it sits against a wall, you look at its features, its joints, its fingers. This one by far has the most wear and tear than any of the other warforged on that pile. It was probably the oldest one to last. And now its joints hardly stick together as one shoulder is almost out of socket, and all of its ball and socket joints are just slightly pulled as its body has been completely worn out as it lays there, slumped against the sidewalk.
Do you think if we fix him, he will wake up?
I don't know.
I'm gonna rejoin the group.
I have Tinkerer's tools.
There's no soul there. Can I identify that it's dead and not asleep?
Doesn't look like there's
No,
any
yeah,
life in there
yeah,
anymore.
okay.
Hey, I found this magic tunic. Do you think this will do anything? It's as big as these warforged. Does this?
But I think we can.
Maybe he wants a nice shirt.
Don't encourage him.
Just check. Check what the magic tunic can do. You're smart. Check it.
This isn't important right now.
It could help.
Why are all these bots sleeping?
That's a good question.
Are they all asleep?
They're not glowing, so they're not.
Well, Bott doesn't glow when he sleeps.
He
You
doesn't?
watch Bott sleep?
Well, we've all seen Bott sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his lights go.
Okay.
Oh, come to think of it, they all it does kind of glow a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a little dim.
These are pretty dark.
So the light's just darker?
No,
Are they
they're
in like a really, really deep sleep?
Yes.
The deepest, you can say.
The dead cow. You all go.
Then why am I not dead?
I mean, you got that stuff.
And what made me sleep before them?
I think you're special, Bott.
Alright, let's patch up for the night. Let's find a place to hide and hunker down. I've got some work to do.
Well, of course I'm special, but that's not an answer.
I think we should find a place that's safe so we can talk about this.
all right.
I'll bring the talking stick.
We don't. Okay. That's appropriate for Nathan.
Something to this close.
Thanks.
Make it scream.
This way.
We follow.
That way? Oh no, that way now? Yeah. I don't want to travel too far from this though.
There's a door. This is in one of the main like shopping halls, like a wing of the shopping center. And
Excuse me? Bag of holding, you can put
500 pounds.
things in.
Yeah.
Should we take a warforged?
Warforged is weigh about 300 pounds. You'd probably have to start unloading stuff out of that. That would take up
Just
Not my
checking.
bag.
Just checking.
a
But-
good chunk of the.
Hey, Cataluna, you willing to put a warforge in that bag?
Um.
We have to empty all the rocks out.
Yeah, we have to get rid of every rock.
Every rock.
Yes.
You can keep one.
Well-
Only one.
Why can't we just use this bag of holding? And he pulls out another bag of holding that I found when he was rummaging through rocks.
What the
You
hell?
have 2 bags of holding?
Well, I just found this one.
Don't put those together.
Is it
Whatever
is
you
it
do.
magical?
I've seen it. It's not
Is
pretty.
it magic? Wait. I can put it inside the bag?
Don't.
not.
We don't
Hold
even
on.
know if
Wait, Devin.
It's just a
Hi,
bag.
Devin. It's me, Patrick, your friend.
Hi,
Think
God,
about
it's me,
Nathan.
Margaret.
Yeah.
Think about Nathan. You really want to give that dude 2 bags of holding?
Well, I don't know.
No,
if this-
don't answer. Devin,
It's-
the man who usually sits here.
Yeah.
Do you want to give that man 2 bags of holding?
Well, I don't know if this
Devin.
Can I hold it?
Yeah, I don't even know if it's
Devin,
I don't even know.
not-
I don't
not-
even,
not
I don't-
Kalaluna.
I don't even know if it's magical.
It's not. Throw it away.
Oh.
Devin, do not
Bott
give that
takes
man.
the bag.
But
Oh,
it's in
okay.
it's in the
Okay.
campaign. Bot has it.
Are you sure you want to make it canonical?
What?
We already are dangerous enough with 2.
It's just a bag.
Devin.
What?
Devin.
It's a bag.
Not Nathan.
It's a bag. Is it a bag of holding?
Hey, I'm gonna spend the next 30 fucking minutes identifying all these knickknacks and fucking hoo-ahs.
Don't forget about the
Yeah,
tunic.
yeah,
If
okay.
you're
Dingle hoppers.
If you're gonna do that, I don't want to get
I
my.
just try to put something big in it. Does it work?
What are you gonna
put something big in it?
What about like the
His
staff?
arm.
What about javelin? That's
Yeah.
right. What about a javelin?
Bott, you take your
Mary
sword.
Poppins it.
You put your sword in and just kind of like. Meow, meow. You're like halfway in at this point. You're like, oh yeah, I can concur that this is bottomless. Probably can hold 500
It has
pounds.
no bottom.
in
I
this,
had to spend a lot of money to get my cheap little one.
It's a
This
half
is
one.
mine
It's
now.
a halfie.
Yeah, I have a happy.
Hey, so I have a theoretical
mine.
question. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with anything that's going on.
Go on.
But if you put a trampoline in a bag of holding and then jumped into it, could you bounce out of it?
We are thinking with portals, so does that help?
My circadian
Circadian,
rhythm
you're good.
might get messed up. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start casting Identify on this shit and then Gentle Repose on everything that I'm going to bed.
That was a
Except for
very
one.
serious theoretical question. I'd like an answer.
No.
We should talk about this. There's this little spot over here that's quiet.
Yeah.
Let's go to the quiet.
I gotta take you into another room. The other room is a small, empty little room that has nothing really. It was a storage room for like all of the other things that have nothing inside now.
Do we need to block the door? It's kind of like a big psychic tentacle.
I think we should.
Everyone get inside.
What?
Everyone get inside.
Yes.
Okay. What did you find something? I run in.
Is everyone inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Empties the bag of holding. All of the rocks,
That is-
all of the junk inside of this finally plugs. Yes, Nucci. Yes. There's enough rocks to block this one hole. And we completely block off this entrance.
Oh.
It has rocks in there. It has whatever you had in this bag of holding, but it blocks off the doorway.
I had things I had to do tonight.
You were inside, aren't you?
I was inside the closet.
Oh, well, now it's better. Good night. And he curls up into a ball and falls asleep.
Regarding the trampoline, the physics of it would work, but you'd
No.
suffocate as soon as your head went in because pressure.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Bott.
No,
I really
that's all.
appreciate
But
that.
no, but
Yeah,
that's
no,
not
no, I
true.
think
That's not
Bott's
true.
If
right.
it's open, then there's atmosphere.
Right.
Sorry.
Bott has more souls
Well, no, but
inside
it's
of
a
it
seal.
than
It's a
you.
magical
Bott would
seal.
know.
All right.
My concern is gravity and momentum,
All right.
because it would need a floor to push you off
Let's
of,
talk
and it
about
doesn't
this
have
later.
one.
We are actually going to pick this up next week. We're ending
This?
early tonight.
The trampoline bullshit?
Hopefully not.
Okay.
I'll bring it up.
We're
don't
going to
worry.
try to ignore it as much as possible. Yes, you guys have another bag of holding. Nucci did find one when he was just searching about finding rocks. And because he was interested in rocks, it's convenient for him because he uncovered something. Yeah. Anyways, we're ending a little early tonight because hopefully next week we should have the whole cast back here minus Damien. He's still gone.
Who?
Blackston. Well,
Who?
Damien's gone. He's cast.
Who? Who are these people?
I have no idea. Hopefully we have everyone back next week
Okay,
so we
keep
can
up that faith.
discuss what we're going to do with a Mind Flare. Are we going to take on a deal with a Mind Flare?
No.
Are we not going to take a deal with a Mind
Yes.
Flare? Are we going to die?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh no.
Maybe. We're ending a little early tonight, so anyways, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Beverly, for being a part of the show.
Thanks.
And again, where can we find you on your fun and wonderful socials?
My social is at the Beverly, like THEE, like Shakespeare, and my name is also EE ending. And
That's cute.
Isn't that cute? And I have a podcast called 1P D&D where I'm the only party member of a campaign. It's very fun. You can find it on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Next week, we are going to be back with some juicy, juicy combat, and we will see what will happen. Alrighty, guys, thanks for joining with us, and we will see you next week on Twitch Slays D&D. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night. Love you.